82% of freshman athletes who entered school in 2004 through 2005 earned degrees within 6 years, according to the NCAA's graduation success rate, which, unlike graduation rates recognized by the U.S. Department of Education, takes into account student athletes who transfer from a school but remain on track to graduate somewhere else. The report also indicated that the 4-year graduation rate hit 80% for the first time ever. Meanwhile, the traditionally lower federal graduation rate hit 65%, a record high for athletes, compared with 63% for all other college athletes, according to the Athletic Business. By being a student athlete myself, I have gained a lot of information on researching this topic. Today, I will tell you why student athletes should not get paid. First, I will discuss the problems on why student athletes should not get paid. Then I will discuss the causes of them wanting to get paid. And lastly, I will discuss the solution on how student athletes' pay can be adjusted. Student athletes are wanting to get paid, but they're already getting paid. If they were to get paid, problems will arise. Colleges offer free education, and in return, they are given an opportunity to represent their school while doing something that they love and enjoy. Student athletes get their tuition paid for and full coverage of books. They also get off-campus checks to cover their rent and groceries expenses, along with a lot of attire such as clothing and shirts, pants, shoes, and everything to travel with, and flying and bus rides for transportation, all for free. The distribution of paychecks would be complex. Will everybody get paid the same, or will everybody have the same pay? That's a lot of questioning. Larger schools will have a better advantage than most small schools, which is already occurring because larger schools get more per diem and a lot more money in their off-campus checks than smaller schools. If a walk-on is doing better than a scholarship athlete, would they be distributed a check? Many people feel as though no scholarship is offered to walk-on athletes, and they put in the same amount of time and effort as scholarship athletes and receive no compensation for it, according to Sturgill and Chin. Majority of student athletes receive financial aid on top of their scholarship. What is the purpose of financial aid, a scholarship, and an extra paycheck? This would not be fair to the general student body. Would the general student body be getting paid for doing well academically? Everyone is in school for one main purpose, and that is to get an education. The problem of student athletes wanting to get paid arises from many fans and higher authorities debating the topic and being all for it. Adrian Peterson, the running back from the Minnesota Vikings, expressed how student athletes should be getting paid in a press conference he did with ESPN. He recalls how he was in school and no one wants to stay in a dorm for 4 years. But the truth is, you don't stay in a dorm for 4 years. You can get a apartment off campus, which is covered by your off-campus check. A lot of student athletes' avatars are being on a video game, and they feel that they should get a portion of the money. A federal judge ruled that athletes in top men's football and basketball programs can receive a small share of licensing revenues, which they can collect at the end of their college sports careers. The decision is still being currently appealed by the court. And college athletes, they don't know how to spend their money. So, as well as professionals, they think they can just ball out and spend their money on anything, and they might not use their money wisely. So, the solution to this problem can be there can be a slight increase in the per diems and off-campus checks. By me saying this, a slight increase can be The athletes can actually get some things that they want and not necessarily need, because that's what they want. They want money to spend on things that they don't really need. There can be refueling stations, like more things for the athletes to eat and stuff like after practice or whatnot. And there can be a money management class for athletes and to help them know how to manage their money. Today I told you why student athletes should get paid. First, I discussed problems on why student athletes should not get paid. Then I discussed the causes of them wanting to get paid. And lastly, discussed the solution on how student athletes' pay can be adjusted. A student athlete should be grateful for receiving a scholarship while others do not have that opportunity. A student athlete should not get greedy and want extra money on the side. It would not be fair to the general student body. Playing a sport in college is not a job. It gives a student athlete the opportunity to get better in his or her sport if he or she would like to make that sport out of his or her career. It also gives a student athlete the opportunity to basically attend college for free and pursue the career of his or her choice. Accepting outside money would not make it fair to the general student body. It will be okay for a student athlete to receive money when he or she decides to go professional with a sport, because then it will be his or her job.